Hello and welcome to Cultural Apologists React for today, September 18th, 2024. This is an AI-generated podcast intended as an engaging, relevant, and informative way to explore what Christian cultural apologists might think about the day's news. But like all AI, it can make mistakes. Use it for generating possible ideas, but don't rely on it as an authoritative guide to the day's news or to the details of cultural apologetics. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is deploying state police to Springfield, a city in Clark County, after a series of bomb scares. The decision was made following reports of suspicious packages and potential explosive devices being found at various locations, including schools and businesses. State authorities will be working with local law enforcement to investigate the incidents and ensure public safety. Residents are advised to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the authorities. The governor's office has not yet confirmed whether the bomb scares are related or part of a larger incident. Commentary. In the midst of chaos, we often find ourselves searching for answers in all the wrong places. But what if the real question wasn't about the evil that surrounds us, but rather about the good that resides within? N.T. Wright's work reminds us that the Christian gospel has always been about an eschatological world, a world where the ultimate destiny of all things is already determined, but not yet fully realized. In this context, the bomb scares in Springfield should be seen as more than just a series of unrelated incidents. They should be viewed as symptoms of a deeper rebellion against God. The news story presents us with a world that is fragile and prone to chaos. But Wright would have us look beyond the superficial explanations for evil and instead seek a deeper understanding of God's work in the world. In For Common Ears, he encourages us to see evil not as a random occurrence, but rather as a form of rebellion against God. A rebellion that can be redeemed and restored by God's own action. The fact that state authorities are working with local law enforcement to investigate the incidents is a stark reminder of the need for cooperation and collaboration in the face of uncertainty. But what if we took this concept further? What if we saw the bomb scares not just as a threat to public safety, but rather as an opportunity for God's action in the world? Wright reminds us that Jesus' teaching itself was God's action in the world, a notion that should give us pause and prompt us to rethink our understanding of evil and sin. In The Challenge of Jesus, Wright challenges us to see the world through the lens of Scripture. He encourages us to look beyond the surface-level explanations for evil and instead seek a deeper, more complex reality where God is at work to redeem and restore creation. The bomb scares in Springfield should be seen as just that, an opportunity for God's redemption and restoration. As we navigate this uncertain world, we would do well to remember Wright's words from Surprised by Hope. We need to rethink our understanding of evil and sin. We need to see them as aspects of a deeper reality where God is at work. The bomb scares in Springfield should be seen not just as a threat to public safety, but rather as a chance for God's action in the world. An opportunity for redemption and restoration that can bring hope to a desperate situation. In this context, the deployment of state police to Springfield takes on a new meaning. It is not just about responding to a crisis. It is about creating space for God's action in the world. As we work with local law enforcement to investigate the incidents, let us remember that our ultimate goal should be to serve as instruments of God's redemption and restoration, even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Cultural Apologists React. Be sure to come back tomorrow for a new take on the day's news from the standpoint of Christian cultural apologetics.